How much do you need in order to begin investing in real estate? Is it $0? Is it $5,000? Or is it $10,000? Or is it way more? In this video, I'm going to tell you my opinions regarding how much you're going to need in order to start investing in real estate. But first, let us hear a quick word from our sponsors. That's right, I ain't got nothing to keep you waiting, so let's get started. All right, so how much do you need to begin investing in real estate? $20,000. Yep. $20,000. That's exactly how much you need. In my opinion, that's how much you need. Now let me explain. There are many ways that you can get started investing with less than $20,000, and we can get into that towards the end of the video. But if you're a straight shooter like me and you want a straightforward answer, really and truly, you're gonna need at least $20,000. Now, why $20,000? Is that just a number that I pulled out of my butt? Or is there a reasoning behind it? Here's where I get the $20,000 from. All right, if you go to a lender, you call them up and you say you want to start investing in real estate, they're going to tell you, well, you need at least 20% of the purchase price saved up for a down payment on your home. So let's just take, for example, you see a house that you like, it's a fixer-upper, it's $100,000. You're going to need $20,000 to put as a down payment in order to even begin investing into that house. So that's not including your closing costs, that's not including your rehab costs, and you're already at $20,000. So you're gonna need at least $20,000, if not more, to make that deal work. So what are other ways that you can save up at least $20,000 and begin to invest in real estate comfortably? The straightforward answer is you might just have to move into the property. Unless you get yourself a great deal where you find maybe a $60,000 house or $70,000 house and you're able to get it on a loan, because a lot of these homes that are for less than $100,000 are expected to be paid for in cash. So if for some reason you don't pay cash and you get away with getting a loan on a purchase price that low, kind of like my friend Millennial Mike, then you're in tip-top shape. $20,000 should be able to get you through. You can pay for your down payment, you can provide the money for a rehab and everything if you find a home that cheap and you're able to put a loan on it. But for example, if you can't find a home that cheap and they don't let you put a loan on it, meaning you're gonna have to pay cash for it, then you're looking at probably having to move into the house that you're intending to invest in. Let me explain. If you're gonna purchase a home as an investment and you're not gonna live in it, again, you have to pay 20%. Yes, there are other ways. We'll get into that towards the end of the video, but that's really what you're looking at. Now, if you were to move into the house, that's where you get a little bit more options. Once you move into the house, it's looked into more as a primary residence rather than an investment property to the lenders. So now that you're moving in, it's called a primary residence. You're gonna live in it. And now you're able to put a smaller down payment on the house and therefore don't have to spend so much on just getting in. Once you're in, then you can calculate how much you're gonna look into fixing it up and all of that. So let's just say, for example, you find a house for $100,000. If you buy that house at $100,000 and you move into it, so let's just say you put 3.5% down because you're moving into it, $3,500 down. That's seriously very little money. Let's just say you saved up $20,000. If you take away $3,500 from your $20,000, you're left with $16,500 left over from your $20K. And maybe a little less because you had to maybe pay some closing costs, paid for inspections, you did all of that. So let's just say you're left with, I don't know, $13,000, right? Worst case scenario. $13,000. Now you got those 13 to go ahead and spend on fixing that house up and bringing it up to market value. So right there is a perfectly good example of how you could actually use $20,000 to begin investing in real estate, because you got to take into account your down payment, your closing costs, surveys, appraisals, inspections, all of that, title fees, and then rehab costs. So you got to look at all of those three things and add it into your total for investing in real estate. It's not just saving up for a down payment. It's all of those other costs that are included as well. And that's why I think that at least $20,000 will kind of get you through the door to begin investing in real estate. And yeah, it'll take a little bit to save up $20,000 for the average American, but that's what I've been doing. I've been saving up my money, putting it away, and waiting until it grows, until a good nest egg. And I had that question myself, like, I saw my savings account grow. Like it would go to 5,000 and I'm like, ooh, can I invest in real estate yet? And then I would kind of look and really do the math and calculate, and no, I wasn't ready. And then I'd get to 10 and I'm like, hey, am I ready now? And then I'd look at the market again and I'd calculate everything, and no, I wasn't ready. Now finally that I have at least $20,000 saved up, I can look and do the math and say, you know what? My down payment is going to cost $7,450. And then my closing costs are going to be about another $4,000. And then I'm paying for an inspection, which cost me another $350. But you know what? I have that money saved up and ready to go. So I'm not scrambling, running around trying to see how I can fund the deal, because I already have that money saved up. And that's why I think $20,000 is the way to go. Now, there are some ways that you can start investing in real estate with zero money, but really those ways are kind of just like wishful thinking, because one of the ways is through wholesaling. But if you're a wholesaler, you're not really technically investing in real estate. You're just kind of taking advantage of the opportunity of people investing in real estate. And so therefore you get to kind of make some money off of that. So what a wholesaler is he finds a deal and he puts it under contract. But in that contract, there's a contingency where he's planning on selling it to another investor. So because he got a good deal on that contract, he can turn right around and sell it to another investor for a little bit of a higher price. And so he profits the difference from the original sales price to the price that the investor is willing to buy it at. And that's how he makes his money. Another way is you can do lease options, you can do seller financing, and you can partner up with somebody. You can also raise private money. But seriously, all of these ways that I just listed, lease option, seller financing, finding a partner, or raising private money, or even wholesaling, you gotta kind of be a little more experienced in real estate in order to do this. I remember trying to invest in real estate when I had $10,000, and the way that I was gonna do it was I was gonna partner up with someone. And whenever we started looking at houses, I just kind of started feeling that pressure that not only my money is into play here, but also my partner's money. And so I wanted to make sure that we got a good deal, and I kind of felt pressure that if I didn't do my due diligence or if I didn't do my homework right, then he'd be losing out on his money too, and I didn't want to have that burden on me. So that whole partner thing, just make sure that you know exactly what you're doing before you decide to partner up, because once money is involved, whether it's your friend or your sibling or another family member, relationships can get damaged, especially when money's involved. Now, raising private money, it's the same thing. It's like when you go find an investor that is willing to invest in real estate, but he doesn't want to do all the dirty work. He doesn't want to do all the grunt work like calling contractors or finding the deal and be able to negotiate on the deal. You on your own do that. And so right there's already a little bit of experience that needs to go into that in order for you to do that. Because if you're trying to raise private money, you got to face this investor face to face and basically convince him that what you're looking at is a good deal, and that if he puts his money in there, you're promising him that he's gonna make money back. Now, I don't know about you, but I would feel a bigger burden playing with somebody else's money than kind of messing with my own. I don't know, that's just me. But seriously, that's why I don't go trying to raise private money, because I'm just afraid of mishandling another person's money. I'd rather kind of just do it my own and kind of learn from my own mistakes. And lease options are basically when you get to move into a house that the seller is allowing you to move into without paying any money down, or sometimes just very little money down payment, and the seller is okay with you paying them month after month after month to eventually purchase the home. And really, I think those deals are very rare to come by. I mean, definitely look into that if you can find one of those, because that'd be a great deal. But usually sellers are looking to sell the house right away and make their profit like that. And so usually you're not going to be running into those kind of deals. So again, all of that just brings me back to, you need to save up $20,000. That's the bottom line. If you save up $20,000, then you can start thinking about investing in real estate. And my goodness, what a good feeling that is once you got that money saved up. I will warn you though, once you have that money saved up, you're gonna feel kind of weird about letting it go, because you work so hard to save that money up. And just to let go of that money is gonna be a little hard, and it might give you a little bit of anxiety, just kind of like how it's giving me a little bit of anxiety. It's just because you took so long to save up this $20,000 just to see it go away. But just know that you're seeing it go away because you're investing in your future. You're investing in real estate. For me, you really can't go wrong investing in real estate. That's just my opinion. Obviously, don't take everything I'm saying to heart, but in my honest opinion, I can't go wrong buying a house, because a house is normally gonna appreciate in value. And so year after year, even if you bought it at market value, year after year, it's gonna keep growing in value. And so in 2 years or 5 years, you can turn around and sell it for more than what you bought it for, and you're gonna make some money. Now, obviously, you gotta pay attention to things that are happening around you and things that are gonna be affecting the real estate market, kind of like this whole illness that we're seeing right now. A lot of people are losing their jobs, or a lot of people are losing hours and losing pay, and that's gonna affect the purchasing power of a buyer and a renter. But as long as you take that into account, you can't go wrong. If you do your math right, you can't go wrong. I would always ask myself, how much money do I need to invest in real estate? Once I know that number, I can begin working from zero to that number, laser focused, but I needed to know exactly what number. And for me, that was $20,000. I hope you guys find value in that. Thank you so much for watching. There are more videos to come on how I'm getting this property ready to get rented and how I'm investing in my next property and what all those numbers look like. So subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you really like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.